Everyone, good evening, happy Thursday, and just another deviation from the content plan this week as I had to swap today around with Friday. That means we enjoy a weekly special in the GT3s around Imola. Isn't that amazing? I'm pretty sure you guys will absolutely love that. So, let's see how the GT3 is, in fact the Italian GT3 is feeling around an Italian racetrack. We're going to race the Ferrari 296 tonight. And of course, we will be trying to get a good result in. Oh yes, dancing the car. A 90-minute race coming up here. Looking forwards. Really curious what we can do in the Ferrari GT3. Like, I have absolutely no idea what kind of lap times to look at. Like that 43.6. Is it good? Is it rather not so good? I have absolutely no idea. But I hope I'm gonna find out during the next 45 minutes of practice. 45 new life. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, bro? Appreciate your time. Already feeling the understeer through turn 3. What exactly has happened to my overlays? Like, is it back now? It was still there when I left the pit, so I got a bit confused. But it's not visible for you, is it? What the fuck? There we go. Bear with me for a moment. Fixing some stuff. Yes. I see I'm parked in a stupid spot. Very Mitchy like. Hey chat, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Oh, here we go. Back to racing. It's interesting sometimes how, like, the IT is just messing around with you despite you don't do anything different whatsoever, right? Like, sometimes stuff is just happening. Big Brenta, how are you? I saw you did a video about Le Mans Ultimate 2, if I remember correctly. Want to share your thoughts? Would appreciate the input. Yes, it should be working now overall. So let's see then. 30.6. That is probably 3 or 4 tenths off. Sometimes I'm not sure if I'm having a track issue with Imola. And then As you can imagine, we're sitting in a GT3 and we are at Imola, where track temperature and tire temperature is always a thing. And God knows how much time I may have, or how much temperature I may have lost from sitting there on the tarmac. Best cars you have driven. That is so great to hear. Have you driven the GTEs before the updates? What do you think on that one? Because I appreciated the tire model of the cars probably a lot more than after the update now. So 46.2. I think the overall update is great. I think there's something wrong with the Corvette and its overall behavior. And I think that slides like this shouldn't be catchable. So I got to admit though, as much as we're speaking about cold tires here at the moment, I am questioning a little bit my skill at the minute. Like, a 43.7 is nothing that I can do. So I wonder what's going on right there. Or whether the tires are yet indeed not alive. Tires are at almost 80 degrees. They should be alive. By 4. I was stationary for a little while indeed, yeah. Maybe it's really just a tire temperature thing. Like, the car doesn't feel much different to the laps that I've done before. Suddenly it feels alive, you know? Another second. Into the 44.4s. I wonder if I'm simply too gentle on the brakes there, generally speaking. And then I have that behavior. Which probably makes me not too gentle. That can definitely go to the 43s. Yeah, and they mentioned about some 43 zeros though. And in my current stage, I can't see a 43 zero, I'm afraid. But yeah, might be a skill issue perhaps. Maybe cutting that chicken early, so when you exit it, gain some more time. I'm not sure if the balance of the car is too understeery or just fine. Hey Logi, how you doing? Yeah, you need to be very gentle on the brakes despite you have the ABS available for your car. Oh. Okay, couple of small changes. This is not too bad overall, right? Like, yeah, big Brenta, but the fuel is... I mean, I'm always testing kind of race pace. I don't give too much of a damn to quali pace, which might be the issue in the first place. I assume so. I will see that it's a bit early for qualifying pace, but I might be wrong. Bro, like, I can't go more out of the way. Ah, there is a track limit issue. I recommend ABS between 6 and 9. Probably 7 and 9 or 7 and 10 even. And TC really depends on the car. Some need a bit higher, some need a bit lower. From my experience, the general TC should be one click below. Like, some need really high, like 7, 8, 9. Others can go with 6. The cut should probably be between 4 and 7, and the slip between 6 and 9. Arax, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, bro? Hey, that is a track limit, yeah? Copy, track limits. The Corvette yesterday I ran 737. Alright, thank you. So I made the car a bit more aggressive in the back, which has the downside of obviously the car over-rotating in Arco Minerali and corners like this. Like you see, the moment I start turning it can be snapping. You can ask me any question, I'll decide if I'll answer it. Hey Monza, how are you? Any one of you guys done this race already? There might be more F24 content at some point, yeah. Oh my god. Won't be able to specifically state as in what kind of content and where and so on. Like, most likely I'm going to turn up at some point in the F1 Creator Series again. Nick, you're racing with us? Radebernd, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh dear. LJ Speed, yes, we're cooking. Well, we tried cooking, all I'm doing is cooking the rear the minute likely. Logi, not really. Like, didn't they say there comes Tuesday 17th? Tuesday, not Tuesday, 17th of December. Goodness me. Look, you can drive a very good Villeneuve chicken when you're just not over pushing it on the brakes. Something that's concerning me right now is the number of screen freezes, input lags, and FFB dropouts you get when people join or leave the server. This is a bit sus. I see everyone having the same issues. Oof. Yeah, people locking the brakes, but because it's ABS, they're just gonna keep rotating and spinning and stuff. Clip it, someone! I think the tires are a bit too slidey in the back. Like, they are too forgiving with all the slides and the sideways action and all that. Like, they are a huge improvement for hypercars when it comes to the braking issue, 100%. So you don't randomly just lock up. Do a back-to-back test and something. Big Prenta would love to have the Mercedes rim, but then it would look sus driving a non-Mercedes with a Mercedes wheel, right? I've had it in my hands only in on Simracing Expo, but never like tested it, you know. Yeah, Mako, I think that is a normal thing, right? That's probably what the car is supposed to do. I'm looking forward to yet another GT3 race where I'm likely struggling with huge issues. We'll see how it goes. The one behind me is a replica Mercedes wheel. It is like... It was more expensive, it is built more cheap, and it died way too early. Higher ABS and brake balance forwards both together as a combination might help the issue a bit, yeah. Well, then you see me struggling the same way, so it's not always helping, right? I feel like I'm leaving so much time on the track limits. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, next time I need to check whether there's more Ferraris on that leaderboard list right now. I found the opposite, like I went a couple of clicks backwards still from the default setups. But it might all be just personal liking and so on, you know. I think Villeneuve chicane is my biggest trap right now. And those, like, have you seen what my steering wheel just did when that one guy just joined the server? Oh boy. Like, no fucking way. Have you seen that, like... I can't and I don't want to do that every lap into turn 7. There might just be the occasion where you just overdo it and then straight away die, you know. This is the first timed lap after coming out of the pits. What the fuck? Remy, no idea what this causes, because I can even change field of view in the car. And like, some people can't drive, right? It's like you're driving a hypercar. Bro, what the hell? I'm losing it. Yeah, I need to, I mean, it's a good thing, right, that people can't join and rejoin in the race and so on. Also, guys, feel free to check out on my YouTube page in the community tab. We're currently doing a poll regarding the Sunday's 2.4 hours of Le Mans. Whether you want me to drive a hypercar, whether you want me to drive in a... Hang on a second, did I improve the lap? What? I did improve the lap. It was me. Yeah, coming back to the point. You guys have the chance to cast your vote whether you want to see me rather in a hypercar or in an LMGT3 going around Le Mans. I may not bind myself to that call vote though, but I want to have your guys' opinion on it regardless. Like, you know, I don't want to jump into the hypercar when like 90% want to desperately see the LMGT3. So, hence I thought this would be worth it. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I see it's going to be a meta to hit the brakes, flick the rear into turn 7. Can you not just go for it? So bro took so much space now that he's gonna hinder me in turn 1. Watch out for this. I'm having issues rotating the car like that. Yeah, Jonathan. It's great stuff. Just means that I am far away from what I should be able to do. But okay, then it will be a bad race, and that is fine for tonight. We'll give you a battle from midfield somewhere. Hey Yassine, hey Marco. .43.8. Yeah, there's still this understeer here. I can't help it. That new tire model has killed a big soul in my LMU heart. Like, we are back to slip and slide at the minute. Six. That's the track limits. But look, if you don't go sideways through the turn, I mean, yeah, here on the exit I might catch some time. Well, you know exactly what I want to tell, right? Yes, I have mentioned to them, and I don't think they are reluctant to change it. It's just you can't just change a tire over one night. So the way tires and R Factor 2 used to work and the way tires are working here, that is nothing that you fix simply by changing one line of code and like push an update. Yes, I agree. You can really be relying on these tires. And you feel a lot more in the FFB just from how the tires are. But again, I don't think that is the right way to go forwards here with the rear slide. And that is, it is a bit of a tragedy. It appears to be to me that the more grip the tire provides laterally, so the more of a slip tire it is, the more of a force feedback you get. And that is obviously, where do you put the trade, right? A lot of people complained about the force feedback on the last builds. I said, yeah, it is weak, but for me it's just kind of fine enough. But I think now we're sitting here. Having a struggle with the rear tires. And you know, I might be sitting here mourning on a high level, because the issue I'm having with the slip and slide is I'm esports. I'm driving these cars on the rear edge. And that means that I'm likely to experience those issues quicker and more intense than many other people, you know? Like, I think there might be a situation whereas I am probably going to abuse that tire harder than the average player. And the average player is going around the corners with like, oh, this feels awesome, I'm driving a real car. Which, you know, I can do that as well with my machine. I will just be able to go faster. Abusing the slip angle, like, can't fix it. get confused. Save setup. Load assign. Compare. Yeah, Dali board, but it's not about that. Like, you know, I mean, okay, looking from a product owner point of view. In the update before, we had the top of the top esport people being like, yeah, this is nice. So that is like 10% of your user base. And then we had 60% complaining about locking up and not feeling the tire, not having FFB and so on. And let's say we had another 30% that were like completely indifferent, right? So now we have the updates. We have cars that are drift slide able for the esport people, but we also have cars for that 60% of the user base that is like, yeah, they improved the FFB, yeah, they improved the braking, this is great. So what you have now is like still the 30% indifferent people. Out of those 60, maybe only 50% appreciate the updates 100%, and 10 are a bit like, meh. And then you have the 10% esport people left. They'd be like, no, that's bad. So what has happened though is like, before you had 30 indifferent, 10 happy, and 60 rather unhappy percent. Now you have 30 indifferent, 50 happy, and 20 rather not so happy percent. So from a product owner POV, that update is great. Alright, there's the players and so on. It is just like the high level esport people that might be sitting here and complaining, just like me at the minute. Yo, Tanner, hey Alex. And then, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining on like, we need to fix this kind of thing. I have driven like this 4 to 6 years ago, and I'm still able to drive like this today, right? It's just, arguably it will help my VEC performance, because now those cars are more comparable to the VEC BMW. Mark, I agree with you. I may just enjoy the tires how they are right now for the fact that we need more players. Yeah, the question is, how aggressive do I go onto the setup? Or I probably just accept that I will be crap slow today. Mamma mia. I guess it is what it is. Yeah, Jason Murphy, I may agree with you here. Oh shit. Oh, I forgot there was something about registering in time. Pepper Prey. It's not too crowded, is it? So we'll lose out, lose out, lose out, lose out, lose out, lose out. It's gonna be a good mid-pack race. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. As we have 1 minute and 40 to go. See you in a bit. Ugh. Hypercar category is so dead at the minute. Oh, Jason, don't worry. This time I'm not going to, like, you know, just a little bit touch the wall. Today I'm gonna plank it if I die. 100%. So we're joining the event. We have at least a couple of Ferraris in. Exactly. What did they say? Win it or bin it. So here we go, binning it. Okay. So, how to fix the car. Just have one more try to do. Anyway, guys, I appreciate your time here. I really, really enjoy you guys enjoying the stream. And if you're new to this, if you watched this the first time, it'd be like, hey, that's great. And show your appreciation with a follow on Twitch, subscribers on the YouTube channel. Give the stream a like, guys. Everyone hitting the like button. For more likes and thumbs up in the world. Alex did his second race today in LMU. So what do you think, my friend? I mean, you as a ACC veteran, would you say it's better than ACC? Would you say it's equal? Would you say it's worse? A game with so much potential should be illegal, but why though? Wouldn't we agree that potential is amazing? FCA, I don't know yet. Corvette is quick, but it's sliding a bit too much. Ferrari, well, we're driving the Ferrari for the very first time competitively, so let's see. The other cars I haven't really touched yet. See, I'm not yet happy at all with the way the car handles and so on. Think, is that a better balanced car than before? This would be amazing. .47 though. I'm not too sure what to do in those situations when the rear just randomly snaps. Also not too sure what to do in a situation where the hypercar is right ahead of you and you can't see the apex. This entry rotation where I'm like, God, why are you doing that, car? But maybe I'm already over driving, over braking. And then we know we need that kind of stuff anyway. And suddenly looking at this right now, this doesn't look too bad at all. But it is not really quick, is it? Right, Tommy, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Appreciate your time. Welcome to the stream. So, I think we're just not about getting enough laps in. Rear's dancing too much, really, is it? Like, it's insane. Okay, I'm just gonna give it my best shot. See how the car goes. Maybe with enough of brake bias at the front, I can modulate it easier. And you will probably still rotate the car in some way. Yeah, but you know, like Dalibor, Yane said to me he does 43.0 in race pace and I'll do 43.8. Yes, he just put in a 44.1, but you never know how competitive his lap was in the first place, right? I think I will just about not get a last lap. Exactly, we will find out shortly, Dalibor, absolutely. Yeah, but this is the lap where the purple doesn't count the most at all, you know? Or where I should better say where the purple counts the least of all. Because as much as this is purple at the minute, it's going to be lap 2 and 3. No, I don't think we should have hyperpole. It would just like lengthen the process of everything. And I think the general qualification is like good enough, you know. Car kept the balance beautifully through Acqua Minerale. I'm having a Simlac bucket seat. A couple of people have complained about the BMW steering for some reason. Like, especially on the FFB side, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I need to be so hyper-focused. Has Yane mistyped himself and set 44.0 in race pace? The guy does 43.0 as he indicated. I wonder why he's now doing 43.6. Unless I've overseen something fundamentally here. So I get this and one more lap. Matthias, thank you so much for your subscription on the YouTube channel. Welcome. Oh, that was a bit too much. Damn it. I think steering animation is a distraction as soon as the steering isn't 100% matched with the steering wheel of yourself. Jenkish, I can't. Jaceczewski, maybe? Okay. So, it's coming down to this lap, and I'm pretty sure Yane might improve just that little tenth. Then we can speak about this corner. Oh yeah, that is full 10th missing. My issue is rather with the car not... Like the Ferrari eats the rears like crazy. I mean, I'm sliding the car like crazy as well, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Peter. He was in a race with me yesterday. So I think Yanni's middle sector is not good enough. If I'm not mistaken here. I might be wrong though. Ah, is a pole? How the hell? What do I do with my suspension though? I'm fearing the car is just a tad too slidey. Anyway, be right back. Who race? Hey Pavel, thank you. Yeah, Peter, I raced against Jardir yesterday when I did stupid things, you know. Gumball in third. What? Uh-huh. What lap time did he do? Have you seen? I haven't glimpsed at it. But I assume it is mighty quick again. I'm not looking forward, to be honest. Well, we pray for our car to be good, for our decisions to be right, for the settings to be spot on. We will just be going. Am I starting next to a hypercar here or what? I do. And Yanne has been fully asleep. Hey, Pizza Frenzy Man, how are you, buddy? Long time no see. So, 90 minutes of racing. Track limits are going to be a thing. 100%. And that obviously is just as lovely. Gamer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So, we're leading. How quick can we go? How quick need we to go? How long can I keep the rear tires happy? You got to love it being dived by a hypercar and then the guy doesn't get out of... Shall I say doesn't get into the corner? Probably the more accurate way of saying it. Say though, guys, as much as we've complained about the rear sliding, do you see how different I'm driving the car right at the minute? Is it quick though? I think that is the general question needs to be answered here, because obviously I'm not using my rear tires to rotate the car, which the reason is for, like, I currently can kinda allow for that. Means I'm not that hard under pressure at the minute. Obviously that can change any second. Especially when you do track limits. Hopefully that wasn't the real track limit though. So far so good. And it's now starting to put some pressure on us though. And with us I mean first on Henrik, then on me. Hey Takashi, how are you doing? In order to save fuel, those slides are dangerous in the end. Like at some point they're gonna kill the tire. Which, you know, the Corvette is driving like this in general, but this Ferrari seems to be much more, how shall I say this, much more sensitive towards the rear. So as soon as you start sliding that one, at some point you're gonna start eating the tire, and then it just gets worse and worse, tires overheating and so on. Your pedals are glitching. Have you tried cleaning up the potentiometers with some cleaning alcohol? I had G29s myself, I had the same issue. So it appears to me that I'm significantly losing out on the chicken. Nope, can't recommend WD-40 indeed. You need to put some how did that happen now? You need to put some cleaning alcohol, like some 95% alcohol that you can find in the tool markets or something like that. Gumball with a giga dive. They are sitting in a 3 white devil, holy shit. Can we make up for yesterday? That would be amazing. I mean, it's safe to say that top 4 is considerably close in that race. And as much as things are looking alright right now, you can't know how quick that will change. Is Gumball just letting him go on the straight? It's like, I don't get what's happening here. Or does the Ferrari have a straight line issue here? I mean, I'm mostly sitting in the Ferrari too. I already fiddled with the calculator. But there's better fiddling straights for this, right? On this particular track. So Gumball with issues then. Anyone seen what is Gumball's issue? So apparently the chicken was my weak spot. For our BMWs were much quicker on the straight, you say. Yanni has a low downforce setup there. Well, for us that's wrong. When we did Interlagos setups, the BMW was 3 kph slower than any other GT3. And all the other GT3s were sort of equal. Now you could arguably say that I run too much rear wing, which might be true in some sort of. But at the same time, the way we've been struggling with the rear, I would feel mega uncomfy reducing in the rear wing, you know. Feels like we're already sideways, aren't we? So Yanni gains 3/10 on me every time we go into that chicken. It's just a clear indication that I'm not sending it hard enough, but I don't know really how. I don't want to experiment with the track limits right here. So 1.10 is Yanni's distance on the exit of Rivazza. And he gains a full 10th and a half on me in the draft. Well, not in the draft, but on the sole straight. Which also means his fuel consumption might be particularly lower. This is no goodie. That's still turning green? No. I'm a bit scared of such hypercar trains. Nah, Corvette's not my favourite car. Okay, like, I need to do some straight comparison. Yanni gains 2/10 in that chicane, and I don't know how he does it. I have no favorite yet, I only tried 2 or 4 cars. I mean, yes, I'm saving some fuel, right? So, I'm not being flat out everywhere. Not to be that slow after all, like, what are we doing? 44.4 to 44.0. Depending on traffics, I guess. And over the 43.9. Yeah, Artemis on the tight chicane. So I'm just losing endlessly time. Also a little bit in Aqua Minerale. I guess that's more Mitchie issue rather than a car issue. Like, that was a much better Aqua Minerale now. This time I gained a little bit of time here. But let's see the gap, 1.3. That is another track limit for me. And yet I even haven't gained time, right? So that is the thing I'm raising. So it seems to be meta that you need to somehow run a low downforce setup. I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish second here today. I will hold on as much as I can, but you know, the moment Yanni has been once in my draft on the exit of Rivazza, there's not really a chance for me to hold that off. Especially when stuff like that's happening. Yanni's in the McLaren. Beer Mafia, thank you for the sub, appreciate it. So guys, and then I can only encourage you to note down Sunday, 7 PM for a Giga stream. On Sunday, we're driving the legendary 2.4 hours of Le Mans with a full day and night cycle. So make sure to not miss that, guys. That will be an absolute monster stream. This Sunday, 7 PM we go live, 8 PM is the race, I think. 2.4 hours of Le Mans. And if you guys are fancy, on the YouTube channel, on my community tab, I'm currently having a poll, as in whether you guys want to rather see me in an LMGT3 or whether you guys would appreciate a hypercar run. Feel free to vote your cars, it gives me a little bit of an indication what you're after. And in the end, I'll try to see whether that also suits our plans. I might be racing in something different regardless. But still, I would like to see your opinion on things. Yeah, I mean, I could say something now that would just make me look like a sore loser already. But obviously I could say he practiced already this morning getting the car ready. He also, not sure whether he drove into Lagos, but like he specifically has been on one GT3 so far, apart from a couple of fixed in the Corvettes. And then it is no surprise actually that we've been leading for 15 laps is a huge achievement already. Just need to make sure like Gumball has caught himself again with the pace after dropping a couple of seconds. It's not like it's super easy that we're sitting here in the top two all the time. This GT3 suddenly works particularly well on the driving it. Something I really haven't expected. Jerome, do you see what is the difference in that chicane you're watching? Yeah guys, and if you appreciate this, please have a follow on Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure to give the stream a like on the YouTube channel, guys, if you appreciate what we're doing here. I would obviously massively appreciate the support of you guys. There's a track limit. Let's see if we can get rid of it. No, it's even 0.5 points. I'm not sure if I'm pushing it really to its limits. Like, I think I'm slightly below the limit. Still pushing, but slightly below. Yeah, like that is obviously stupido. That was also too much curb, and now it's done. All Yanni need to do is now stay close and Rivazzas. This is suffering from dirty air now, would be surprised. So Gumball is picking up the pace again. Running a 10th quicker in average than us. As we are enjoying more hypercar traffic. Got a little bit of breathing space, but... Whoa. Bro. You can see how quickly that might be just gone. Just because of sends. I wonder if Yana is keeping the tires or not. Like, so far I didn't have the biggest wear. 15 at the front, 16 at the rear. Just not entirely sure what to do with that tire situation. Like, Yanni's gonna come closer at some point anyway. And then the problem is, I'm sitting here in the weaker spot, right? Like, if I change tires, he doesn't, he got track position. I may catch up to him, but... like, he's catching 1.5 tenths on the straight all alone. Like, how the hell shall I be able to do a pass on him? And then, if he changes the tire and I don't, then he's probably gonna just eat me alive, like he's eaten me alive in that chicane. How much time did he just gain there again? 3 tenths? So what would you do in my position? Hey Yo-Yo. Am I really holding about similar? Nah, either I change everything or nothing. Like, tires are equal all around. Okay, I can give you an update. It is 86, 83, 82, 82. so there's no imbalance. Oh shit. Like no real imbalance. These three guys are still very well together. Or specifically, I looking for Tanner. Like, what I can offer you is a coaching. As we can now have hosted servers, I can now offer my coaching services. So if you guys are appreciating coaching, want to get better, want to have some tips in real time, and want to improve your driving and your lap times, your performance, mail me, simracing@michi-hoya.com, write me car and track, what kind of area you want to focus in, and then we are looking forward to have a date together for coaching, driving purposes. Yeah, that's right, and I might do a little bit of a video about it as well, officially offering it, because I hear it's going to be a demand, of course. Lambo, I am coaching into turn 1 to save fuel. Oh shit. And there's other things we shouldn't do. And suddenly Gumball gains us on pace again. I'm not sure what Hendrik has done in the beginning stages of the race. I'm more on fuel saving mode than on tire saving, to be honest. Anyone on Yanni's stream knowing about his virtual energy and whether he's changing tires or not? This is real dangerous now. 4/10, he's in the draft, and now you're gonna see that there is good amount of draft in GT3s. That was a dumb, silly mistake of mine. So he is saving the fuel obviously too. Something has happened to my left side shoe. Oh, there is a strip hanging down. Need to sort that for the next run. There comes the aero push. We love the aero push. It's not the Ferrari, it's currently my Ferrari with having the aero push from Yanni's McLaren behind. That traffic for the moment is saving my ass. I felt that dive of the BMW. So I have the gap to the BMW on changing the tires. But either way, my worst should be P2 anyway. What to do? Cutting the track would be the first thing to do. This is a bit shit, you know, like here you can only lose in that circumstance. and he's going way wider onto Aqua Minerale. This is where he gains most of the time, I guess. What a guy. All what hypercars are doing are just giving us an additional challenge, because like racing one of the best drivers in Le Mans Ultimate and R-Factor 2 isn't a challenge already enough. I mean, you'll love that, right? But I think now I'm done. I would have expected him to dive here. You know what, screw it, I'm gonna secure second place, I think, against Gumball. Nice curb, doing interesting things. Did we touch, or was that the ABS triggering? Notski. I think half of the truth, sadly, is that Yanne is running close to no rear wing, and I have a good chunk of rear wing. But I hear ya. Fuck it, I keep the tire. Oh, that's bad. That's pretty bad. I hope that those changes won't F me up. The only reason why I've pitted now is to not give Yanni the track position. He might would have get it anyway, but with the slipstream and like putting a fight between us, that would have happened anyway. I still have had another lap of fuel. You got to be fucking kidding me. Whoa, am I lucky the car's not fucked? ACC player for sure. Maybe I should do a tutorial on or an iRacing player. The only real simulation. Can't wait for that to be on Reddit. No. Germans can have a sarcastic side as well. People sense me as being completely free of humor sometimes. But I actually do have some weird humor at times as well. So, take that. So Gumball went for the tire change. Although that is so much gap now, I think he also went for too much fuel. Or did I go for too little? Oi, 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 oi. Rig Rate Rock, thank you so much for the sub, appreciate it. So let's see, we've rolled the dice, hopefully with a smart move on the strategy department. Yanni will come out. Where will he come out? Oh, he went for tires. Did he? No, he did not. There he is. And he still made the pass. Yeah, that is one. There's two reasons for that. Me being tilted in the pit road, and Yanni doing one more lap on a lower fuel tank. Or he is under fuel to get track position and now needs to save. He surely didn't overfuel for 2 lap. Otherwise I have overfueled for 3. This is a bit shit, I can't see the track. So this is lap 30. We have... I overfueled for 1 as well, indeed. know, that could have been my only chance, being close enough for a move after all. But then he sits in that draft of that Ferrari. I can't believe it. No, there's no chance. You see, like, even if I would have went for an additional set of tires, there's no way in hell I would have done an overtake on that straight line speed. But I can set a ridiculous dive bomb somewhere. I just need to have the space. Let's see. Yanni's on the edge as well in that car. But at least I can now see from behind where I lose the time. Send over the curbs apparently. Yes and no, you want to be on the ABS for stability reasons, but indeed you're true. You don't want to be on the ABS when you are turning in like this. I was on the ABS, now I'm the steering wide, which was obviously mostly triggered by the dirty air of Yanni ahead. But that is, look at this, 5/10. This is a setup issue right here. 5.5 6/10, and 6.5 in the end. Which means if I want to have a chance at winning, I need to send dive somewhere here in sector 1. E.g. when coming out of this turn. Ah, this is track limits for me again. Or was it not? It's not. What? That McLaren is difficult to set up though. The problem is when I'm sitting blind behind the car, can't see the track limits, I'm going for them. Now this time I'm at least a bit closer. Ashley! Hey, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? We could have had a chance. Hypercar screwing up neither of us at least. Oh, yeah. Too close, dirty air, losing the car. Yeah, Ashley, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Great to see you. Have you been streaming? Or just watching other people stream? Aqua Minerale. Where to send it there? There's no space. Unless I get good enough of a run here from this particular turn. No, you don't. Yes. Good. Ooh. Fuck me, excuse the language. Yeah, dirty air from the front, aero push from the hypercar behind. What a lovely, deadly mixture. So this might be now a bit too much of Yanni's being ahead. 5.5 tenths. Need to do some Michi magic in Rivazza. And I think I have now reached the point where I've been over demanding of the tire. I tell you what, Gumball behind is coming closer. A second a lap at the minute. What is the aero push? So, as you know, every car has a diffuser and every car is punching a hole in the air. In R Factor 2 and Le Mans Ultimate, your bonnet is kinda pushing a wave of air ahead of your bumper. And that floats underneath the diffuser of the car ahead. And once it does, it makes the diffuser stall, which is why I'm sometimes violently about to die. Or understeering like crazy, as you've seen here. Cody, this is a weekly event. We're gonna run the special event on... was it also weekly? I think it's a special. We're gonna run the special event on Sunday. The 2.4 hours of Le Mans. Hey Baba Cobra, how you doing? Which gold championship? One of the system? I don't know. There are so many things happening around Le Mans Ultimate right now, like a couple of communities putting out leagues, a couple of championships to be raced within the Le Mans Ultimate ecosystem. XJ, thank you for the follow, welcome. How you doing, bro? I don't have a gloves message for you, but I can tell you it's the F33L, the field gloves, and their latest V3 generation, I think they are. Overdriving the car doesn't help me, and Yanni is going away like 10th by 10th, lap by lap. Gumball, on the other hand, is gaining a second a lap with... what do we have, 17 to go? Might be just too much of a stretch, but you never know. Yeah, Dizzy has all sort of issues already with the simulation. What do you mean he had a new iRacing tire model enabled in LMU? Did they disable damage for standing cars? I haven't heard of that yet. But it's good that they did, if they did. So whenever someone plowing into me, they get damage, but I don't. Oh, that's kind of fair. Yeah, I'm aware that the tire model is discussed very controversially, because I think I have initially started that discussion on my exclusive Monday evening stream pre-release, where we took out the hypercar about Le Mans and were a little bit amazed about how nice it turns. This isn't anything but over yet, right? So 52 laps in total. We finished lap 36. Got fuel for exactly 16. So I'm tight on fuel. Not tight, but spot on. Oh yeah, Annie with a big one there. It's not gonna enable us to move, but it's getting us close enough. Oh. Can't make a difference here. When I'm close enough for making a difference and then going for a move, my front washes away from the dirty air. And on the straights I don't have a chance doing a move because straight things, right? Can you believe it? A hypercar that is more than just respecting a GT3 battle. He actually waited a full lap. Grazie mille. Not a full lap, but a full... You know what I mean. Oh, Gumbel with a moment. 9.5 seconds gain. And McLaren goes brrrr on the straights. Maybe we need to be closer to actually unsettle him. Not by pressure, but by air push. We've been there before. Just needed a couple of 20 centimeters more. JMS, I'm not sure if I'm really just always slamming the brakes. I wouldn't say so. But initial strong brake input for sure. Like a huge aggression. Now if you keep just plowing into the ABS like I just did here, and yeah, you saw what it did. It just sends you understeering. Alan, sarcasm or real talk? That's how an race car ABS is actually working. So we have another point that Le Mans Ultimate gets right over iRacing. Hashtag don't at me. Oh yeah, that's a track limit. Holy shit, so many micro corrections. 20 minutes to go. It is a proper sweat, I can tell you that. What? How is Yanni's McLaren taking that chicane? I guess Jardier, does Jardier have ABS in his, is it Renault Clio Cup that he's running? in real life. Like Jardier lately got onto the racetrack. Can't remember what car it was though. Oh no! I think if not for that moment we could have had a sweet chance going for a dive. Thank you, Lucas, for confirming. Ah, the understeer kicks from the wake turbulence. You saw mid-corner, the car suddenly stopped rotating and went into a nosedive. Oh. Come on, Denny. Thank you. Now comes the saddest of all parts of the lap. McLaren rear wing goes brrrr. This is a battle. Oh, I wasn't even on the button yet. I wonder why he keeps struggling at the minute though. Obviously, as we see, it would be too easy to just say rely yourself on the straight line speed of your car. Yeah, all it takes is one stupid hypercar to plow into him, or like to send him wide somewhere. Then we have a suddenly we have a chance, you know. Oh shit. I mean, our struggle isn't less real than his one, right? I think at this stage it's more me being rear limited than Yanni being limited in the first place. Like, he's limited in those turns here, but I can't really put the difference on. And I might even go as far and say my setup might be faster over a single lap, if perfectly fine and perfectly right, you know? Like, I should be gaining more time on him than he can on the straights on me. Okay, but I think now we're sort of done. To come back from those 3 seconds is I'd say roughly impossible unless Yanni is starting the sliding process as well. Yeah, Yanni told me he went with some midway approach on the wing and on the downforce, but I think I went on something brutally high. Let's check. I'm on 8.4. Maximum is +3 clicks. Oh boy, I don't even know what was the minimum. -16, so I'm almost high downforce approach, right? Don't get me wrong, like, I'm fine with the overall car balance, and despite what we're doing here, we're sideways all the way, so I don't even want to try imagine having less rear wing to deal with. That would probably not help at all. But yeah, you guys are right, yeah, and it seems struggling. So if I keep my rears in check, I may have the chance of getting close again, and then eventually have a moment. When you have low drag wing, like you run a low rake to not give the rear that much to improve, you would likely stiffen your front anti-roll bar. The guy even spun. What a legend. You would stiffen your front anti-roll bar so that the car doesn't start rolling left and right from the front going. And maybe you go a tad softer on the rear anti-roll bar. Like, it's going to be a combination of those things that will introduce some more mechanical understeer to make up for the aerodynamical oversteer. Yeah guys, and again, if you are interested in getting better on Le Mans Ultimate, I am now offering coaching sessions, personal one-on-one trainings. Mail me at simracing@michi-hoya.com. Gonna put that email and line in the video description from now on. Mail me what car you wanna race, what track you wanna get the coaching on. And then eventually we'll find a date and do a little bit of work together. Again, simply mail me at simracing@michi-hoya.com. I would rather point you to some written setup guides, because I'm gonna be bloody honest with you. Le Mans Ultimate is so good that you need to have a different setup in terms of philosophy for every racetrack, right? So, for example, Le Mans versus Monza, both are low downforce tracks, but it could be required that you run something, some higher right height in Monza for the anti-cut curbs, or some even lower rake for really maximizing the top speeds at Le Mans and so on. So I think that is where the magic's sitting. And obviously in feeling the car. So whoever said that the FFB is bad, I think I couldn't be able to catch such slides if the FFB is bad. However, I'm pretty sure, no, I'm 100% certain I wouldn't be able to catch these slides on iRacing. I think that is sadly a fact. So, I'm gaining on Yanni, meter by meter ever so slightly. I'm not sure what to think of that curb. I think for my car it just doesn't work. Yeah, no, Jamie Wassel hates it. But that's fine. You know, we can't suit everyone. And I think the general opinion of FFB on Le Mans Ultimate is that it is rather good. Obviously, there will always be people that enjoy or not enjoy it. For instance, and that is like a difference between German streamer Marbix and me. Marbix he's all around the racing fun, like he doesn't maybe care too much about realism, like obviously he doesn't appreciate if things are like completely off. But, you know, what I'm trying to say, generally speaking, Marbix is very much after having nice racing, having a good entertainment to the crowd, and that is perfectly fine, right? So at this stage, speaking about the iRacing Ferrari again, Marbix likes the car because he thinks it enables great and close racing. So I disagree with that because I'm more towards realism, and then I have to say, like, that car is anything else but real. Like, it's fantasy hypercar with an LMDH style hybrid copied from a Mercedes F1 car. That is how I would put it on one single line at the minute. And an aerodynamics on steroids. So we disagree in that point. I would also go even further and say, I don't think you can have close racing with a machine if the Sebring turn 1 at 260 kph, you literally just tap the brake once you get there, so you can't really outbrake someone. Again, this is all about personal liking and personal preference. So I have to admit that in consideration to the fact that I can now maybe run, like I could have run away from Yannick. Not sure how much he's pushing, if he needs to fuel save or whatever, but in the current stage of the race, as of right now where we're sitting, if I kept the track position on the pits, I think I could have had a decent chance on staying ahead, you know. Johnny Burke, thank you for the follow, welcome. Yeah, Palom, you could also say iRacing needs to settle up literally everything of their sim. Go and dive Yanni, please, thank you. Arma it is. What a legend. That's multi-class racing sometimes, right? I mean, to be entirely honest, if Yanni would have been sent wide and got into a crash, that would obviously not be the way to win it, but that is a clip right there, to be honest. Well, if you guys appreciated the reaction, then please give the stream a like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on Twitch to see more of that stuff happening. So once again, guys, Sunday then, can't be bothered with more track limits. Sunday, 8 PM Central European time. We are running the 2.4 hours of Le Mans in either a hypercar or a GT3, and if you guys want to spend me your opinion on which car to take, then please check out our YouTube channel, the community tab. There is a poll going on. Which car? Oh. Yeah. These guys. What the fuck? With a glimpse of an eye, I saw that hypercar here somewhere on the left side was in the grass. So right, if you appreciate my sense of avoidance, please also have a like on the stream, subscribe us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch. Fuck me. Like, that result is now looking completely rigged. And at the end of the day, I need to be celebrating for still being alive. I'm channeling my inner Pierre Gasly this race and, like, have no damage, right? Okay, I'm trying to finish my point. If you guys want to have a little bit of an indication whether we should run LMGT3 or Hypercar in the 2.4 hours of Le Mans, cast your vote on my YouTube channel in the community tab. It may influence my decision of what I'm actually taking in the end. I'm between really taking a GT3 or really going for the Hypercar. I'm not really sure yet, to be honest. Like, it's itchy and scratchy in my fingers to go for the Hypers. Yeah, Palom, like, I know you're joking, but even that joke is a little bit too far away, right? Yeah, just go for a dive, run wide, and then actually get slower than me into Aqua Minerale. The car is so yeah, it's great. It's a great car, it's a Ferrari, you can't say that about the Ferrari, that it's a shit car. Some might say I've cooked my rear tyres, which is not wrong, true to an extent. What I think that is that curve into Aqua Minerale, like it's... We've seen that on Yane too, it kinda unsettles the rear to an extent. I'm not sure how stable Yane's car goes over there, but yeah, imagine now we have less rear wing even. Anyway, 3 more minutes. I just want to survive, right? Gumball, thank you for being so far away this time. Poor guy is somewhat running in the middle of nowhere after the beginning. Fine, Jenkins, like, the car is not that bad, right? In fact, I think it's one of the most balanced GT3 cars in the game. To me, the McLaren out of the box is even more entry oversteer, understeer from the apex onwards. I haven't e-sported the McLaren yet. Probably should do it with some settings and then see how it goes. I'm just like really sad because I really think if we were still close we could have had a go, could have had a move. But yeah, at the end of the day, I didn't bin it myself. Just circumstances, a little bit of bad luck and then having good reactions to it. Saving the car, surviving the race instead of having a chance for P1. Sometimes you just need to be smart with it, right? I don't know, I think it's going to be a full grid hypercars, LMPs and GT3, so 20 of each category I think. No, I think because WEC has 20 hypercars and 18 GT3s. Something like that. Or the other way around, 18 hypercars and 20 GT3s. Denkish, have you been in the race and crashed or what? I haven't followed closely, to be honest. Worried on license limitations such as not having an F1 car and getting a track like, I don't know, Abu Dhabi in? I hear ya. The race done? No, one more lap, right? Yeah. I'll literally give you that. I'm pretty sure I've lost the race the moment that my car was tilted to the left. That surely costed half a second, and then whilst being perfect on the fuel and everything, I think Yanni had one final good lap. Like, you know, I still did that mistake, and maybe I kept Yanni holding up, and he may have even oversaved a little bit more of fuel. So like, I was boxing with 1 lap to spare, but 1 lap earlier. And he may have still gone 1 lap longer and had like half a lap to spare or whatever. And that gives you another half a second or so. And that was literally the difference. I would even argue that much and say if the main straight was just a tad longer, I would have had a chance to dive it in. Anyway, shoulda, woulda, coulda, whatever. We're coming in P2, which is a good result. I was surprised to be on the pole, was only by 19 thousandths. And I'll let the full first stint. Well, obviously I didn't lead the important stint, which would have been the last one. Anyway, it's redemption for yesterday, guys. It was a good race today. And I hope you've enjoyed it too. And if you guys did enjoy it, guys, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up on the YouTube channel. Subscribe us on the YouTube channel and follow on Twitch if you haven't done already. So, I think we're gonna have a quick look into the replay file here for the saves, right? Might be worth checking a bit. Here we're still kinda close. I think it must have been one of these laps. There is a book. I got dived somewhere before. Maybe it's the lap after. Yeah. Here we go. And I think I did a good job avoiding this. Yeah, like, I can't even blame him here. This is a good move. Nothing he did wrong here. Well, then this BS happened. And I was sideways, like literally sideways. You see the curb did that stupid thing to my car again? Settling it up. I need to be happy that he didn't lock the brakes. Otherwise he would have been right in my way. You know what's even funnier? Looking at the guy. His nose turned around on the anti-cut curve. Look here, the splitter dives into the anti-cut, and that makes him skid on the front, like makes him the front tires in the air skid him to the front. So funny. So that was the first avoidance. Did someone crash there? Where did that crash sound come from? Jesus, the more I look at it, the closer I see it gets. I could have also had a tank slapper here and just slammed my rear into him. So, and then I think just the next lap we had the two legends into turn 7. I'm not quite sure where that Ferrari guy was doing there. It was absolutely nuts. So here they come. Here goes the Ferrari, that is P7. Here comes the Beamer, that is P3. It was about here that I noticed. Can you even see that? Need to see on the footage on the right. Just about. Like, that was the glimpse that I shot where, like, hang on a minute. Guy's on the grass. And then he locked up and came in like an absolute legend. What to say though, there was a bit of netcode too. Not quite sure, mate, right? Oops, may... Why is it doing that though? I may raise that. Where is that BMW? Did he die in the end? No. He won, still. But... oh... Were there changes to the netcode, like so-called netcode improvements on LMU? And this is pretty bad. Let's go to reporting. Right. Anyway, looking at me again. I had to avoid the dudes. I would have appreciated if Mr. Sobers would have kept the brakes lock and not rolled backwards here, but whatever. Yeah, Jenkish. Hey, Sachen. Yeah, I would have appreciated you locking your brakes a bit longer. I mean, I had a hard time knowing where to go in the first place. Thought like, okay, you don't lock the brakes. It goes, keep spinning to the inside, but then you kept spinning to the outside. Anyway, it was just the second tragedy of the race being done. Ah, you were trying to get off the track. Yeah. I get that point. Right. Guys, it's P2. We had pole. Plus 3% on the DR. Like, way. Makes up, I think, our last two races together. Minus 0.2 in a fixed and minus 2.5 from yesterday. So, I don't know, Sachin, like, a huge mistake there for sure. Think he had a freeze? I don't think so. I'm going to have a ask. Like, I saw something similar yesterday already somewhere. I may need to speak to Yanni. There was one moment where we were side by side, and I felt like we touched, despite I couldn't see anything on the screen. You know. Yeah, 3%, guys, because Yanni and me were the only high rollers in that race. No offense to Gambal, but Hendrik got too little rating in the first place. The R3 is still a good gain for him. But he would, if he would be beaten us, then it would be like a huge benefit for him in the DR. So that is a bit of the limitation as of right now. Anyway, guys, that gets us to the end of tonight. Really appreciate your time. Again, tune in on Sunday, 7 p.m. when we're gonna get going at Le Mans, either in the hypercar or in the LMGT3. Hoping for a good racing and a good entertainment experience for you guys. Right, we're gonna have a raid for you. We are going to raid. We check if Hendrik is going to do another race, then I am going to give the raid to him. He is doing another race, so we're gonna have a raid to Henry Gumball. Give him a follow. German dude, likes shouting a lot. Let's hope that is something for you. Guys, have a great evening. Hope to see you back on Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, remember to follow on Twitch. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you appreciate the racing we do. We won't do racing tomorrow. We may perhaps do racing on Saturday, but rather not. And then for sure on Sunday, the big one, the 2.4 hours of Le Mans, right? Guys, thank you so much. Sebushrist, thank you so much for your follow. Is it Sebuskrist or Sebushrist? I don't know. Anyway, guys, Sunday is the big one. So looking forward to see you on Sunday. Have a good one till there. See you. Bye-bye.